Hi, this is the third part of the Wave Dispatcher. As you know, the Wave Dispatcher is a web-based uh, solution where you can track your users on the field. You can make or receive one-to-one group calls, emergency calls. Um, you can create geofences. You can create um, area-based group calls. Um, so what we have done is, as Motorola, we've added a two-factor authentication to help prevent unauthorized people using the web dispatcher. So this is adding security to our already encrypted solution. So the two-factor authentication, as I go through the slides, this is the hardware required for the web dispatcher. My recommendation to you is please check with us before you decide, or you can do a trial, because we keep upgrading the minimum firmware or hardware required for the dispatcher, because as we add more functionality. So a very quick way of understanding this is make sure that your Chrome or Firefox is the latest version. You have a minimum of 8 megabits data. The best data that you can get is better. As you do video streaming or you do other functionality, you might require more data bandwidth. Okay? So I'll go on to the next slide now. Uh, so as you know, to create a web dispatch, you have to go to the web portal. So I've given an example out here. You go to the web portal, and this is totally done by your T1 partner or our distributor. So you go click on the web dispatcher, they create a dispatcher, you create the name that you would like the dispatcher to look at. You put in the email address for the login. You can have two packages, the standard or the safeguard. With the safeguard, you can also take an add-on of video streaming. So the difference between the two is the standard will allow you to see your user on the map, make one-to-one calls, make group calls. With the safeguard package, you can do you can receive emergency calls. You can also see live video streaming if the devices also have safeguard package with video streaming enabled. Uh, once you send this email to, you create the email address, it will send the solution will send out an email address that looks like this: no reply at the rate wavecloud.com, and it will have the email address which you have set in the dispatcher. Right, whatever you set out here will be seen out here. You will click or double click on this link. This will take you to choose a password, where you can choose. There are so you need to choose one capital letter and a few one special character and a few an alphanumeric password, right? So you reconfirm once you put it in the first part, you will reconfirm in the second, you please continue. What we have done then, when you add the login and password, when you log in, it will take you to this. It will take you to a place where you need to download, have a two-factor authentication. There are two ways of doing it. One is you can download any of these. There are multiple apps, so I'm just giving you three examples where you have a mobile two-factor authentication. You can use Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, Okta, or you can use Autoleaf. Google is the easiest one to use. You create that, and every time you log in, you can see you put in the credentials into the dispatcher. The other option that you can do, so you get the login, you can scan it, and then you can put in the login, right? So the other option is you can use a web-based tool. So you can use a add Chrome, you put authenticator, I put in the link out here, it will download out here, and then you will get the code. Once you get the code, then you put in that code into your dispatcher to do two-factor authentication. The further authentication is the password that you have set for the dispatcher. So going back just to make sure. So this is the password where you created. The second authentication is the from the authenticator that we are using, right? So that way you have a two-factor authentication and your dispatcher is safe to use. If you have any queries, please do reach out to our partner or to Motorola, and we would more than willing to help you. Thank you.